Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. I am here with Angela and Jeffrey. I'll let them do a brief intro. How's everybody doing?
This is Angela with AJ Mobile Notary and Apostille. It's on Monday night. I hope everybody's doing great. We're so glad to join us tonight.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you.
I have a call, Jeffrey. Can you continue? You and Aaron?
Yeah. Hey, good to see everybody this evening. And how you all doing, depending on where you're coming from or connecting from. How you doing with this daylight saving time and adjusting? I know today, boy, I was messed up, boy. But anywho, good. I've we've been running around all day. That hour did me in. Boy, I thought I was okay, but it kind of hit me there. But in any case, we're doing good. Good to see everybody this evening.
I just walked in, ran in at least. I just ran in like at 5:40. Slid in the door, had a long, busy day with traffic. Hi, Donna. How are you? Notary World. Nana Davis. Kay Solomon says she on the struggle bus. Yeah, that 1 hour.
That's right.
That 1 hour is something else. So we're glad you guys have joined us tonight, this evening. Hello, John. And Annie's in the house. Annie McBride. So we're glad you guys have joined us tonight for this Monday night. And the time does mess us up every time. It's a statistical truth that the hour for it takes a long time to bounce back. And a lot of people really have a hard time struggling with it. So you guys be careful, as you're going in the notary streets. Make sure you get good rest. But we're looking forward to everybody tonight. And we got some nice new gems for you tonight that you can look forward to in your notary business. And so if you have any questions, put them in the chat. I got to get my phone. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Let us know how your month is going this month in March. Like I said, we got a lot of new gems for you guys tonight. Some things to help you in your notary business that you'll be happy about. But tonight,
all righty.
Kim has called. Hey, Yodora and Lauren. Lauren's in the house tonight.
Hey, Lauren.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to those who will join us on the replay also, and also those who will listen to the podcast. So y'all finished our introduction. Sorry, I had a real call, y'all.
We did.
So that brings me to something. This is not what the topic is. We're going to get to topic in just a second, but I did want to share something with you all. It is dealing with money. So I mentioned to you all that Jeffrey and I changed our hours on one of my lives, that we were changing. So we used to close at 5. Now we're open till 9 every day. After talking to Alexis, our other trainer, she won't be back with us until the summer. So she sends greetings. Because she's still in school, but she was telling me, she said, Auntie, you leaving a lot of money on the table. For those of you who don't know, Alexis is my niece, my youngest sister that I lost. Her is her mom. And so she has her own notary business also, but she works with us here at Notary Educators. She said, you're leaving money on the table when you close at 5, because she's open till like 9 or 10 o'clock. I think she's open till 10. So we were open till 5. So we extended our hours until 9 every day. Till 9 every day. And then on the weekends, we're open from 9 until 9 again, Saturdays and Sundays. Just making those changes. Now, I'm not saying we're working all those hours, but we've been able to increase our income about $800 to $1,000 this month from making that one change, because we have had several nursing home jobs on the weekend. That's what's really helping to get that bottom line up for us, is the nursing homes on the weekend. So if you are not doing specialty work and don't know how, please check out my specialty general notary course or the book. And then also can think about adding weekend hours and after hours to your schedule. And I hear a lot of people that work full time will say, well, how do I start this business? How do I do it? And I can only work in the evenings and weekends. That's when you're going to make your money. That's when you're going to make your money. So are you guys working on the weekends and evenings? Put a 1 if you are working on the weekends and evenings, and a 0 if you are not. Let me know. 1 if you're working on the weekends and evenings, and a 0 if you're like, I ain't working on no weekend. So let's see. I see Lauren says yes. Alicia says yes. Yeah, guys, I see a lot of 1s. Yeah, get that weekend money. Weekend and evenings, that's when people need you. And again, we're not working literally like every hour on the hour, but if you get one good job and you know how to price it. So John doesn't work on the weekends. And that's cool if you don't have to, but if you're really trying to grow your business, Ani says she's 24 hours. Yeah. What's your thoughts about that, Angela? I know you already worked a pretty open schedule.
Yeah, I've always kept my hours till 7 at night, from 8 in the morning to 7 at night. And of course, and people always call and ask, are you open on the weekend? I say, if you need a notary, I'm open. On my Google page, it says I'm open. So I've always been open on the weekends.
And you used to open at 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you see, did you get a lot of calls at 6 in the morning?
I got some. I didn't get a lot, but I did get some.
Okay. And that's the thing about it. It's like you just never know. People need a notary when they need a notary. So, But we are so happy that we did that. And now with more daylight savings, we won't feel as intimidated. I don't think, Jeffrey, you're not intimidated when the people come in the evening, are you? You're on mute, babe.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, I'm not intimidated. No.
So Lauren says, I've been stopping at 7, but might increase. Yeah, especially with daylight savings. Again, for my ladies out there, because I know when it gets dark, most of us do not want to be out in the evening, and I don't blame you. So I'm not saying do it when it's really dark. But right now, it won't be getting dark till almost 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So don't let that sit. Don't let that go, people. So tonight's topic. Oh, go ahead, babe.
No, I was just saying it adds up.
It does. So we did the math the other day, because I said, we've been doing this for about a month now. And I said, how much more do you think we have made? And we both came up with the conclusion it was about $800 to $1,000 more per month. Just extending our hours like that. And we're not working that much harder. I mean, a few of the people came here. Mm-hmm. And one other tip about pricing before we actually get to topic. You guys know I also have been increasing my prices. So I've been knocking it out the box. This week I had several people that were like, hey, I need something scanned. I said, we can do that for you. It'll be additional $5. And one person, they needed scanning and email to 2 people. I said, we can do that for you. It'll be an additional 10. Because one guy, I didn't charge him extra. He was going to Office Depot. And we didn't want to do it. When I offered, I could see Jeff's face look like, really, Kim? Because we were trying to get somewhere to another appointment. But the guy was like, I got to get to Office Depot. And I didn't want him to feel bad. Have to do that drive. So I offered, and I didn't charge him. But as soon as Jeffrey left, I made him give me a review. So that was just as good, in my opinion. $5, or, I made him leave me a 5-star review. He said, if I can give you 10, I would. So I was excited about that. So I look like somebody else that they made some money. Who was that? Ani said from March 1st to March 8th, she's made $580. Get it, Ani. Ani is actually one of our students too. Yes. I'm so glad you're doing good out there. Look at there. And we already talked about Lauren. Lauren, you see I got Aaron on the brain, right? Lauren says she'd be stopping. Yeah, she might increase. Ani's 24 hours. I was just looking at the comments right quick.
And the thing about the late hours, one thing that I do is that because I'm single, I don't have a Jeffrey standing over me. But I meet people at Starbucks, at the Kroger with the Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. So that's what I tell them. I just meet them, in an open place where I know that, nothing's going to happen. So I do late, but I meet them somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And that's an excellent idea. If you feel any kind of qualms about going to a client when you're doing your intake and your screening, they can meet you somewhere if they want that document completed bad enough. Mm-hmm. They can meet you, like Angela said, Starbucks, McDonald's, Panera. All those places are very friendly. Lauren said, that's awesome to increase based on that change. Yes, it was a nice increase. All this time, I did not know Alexis was your niece. Yes, Lauren. Alexis is my niece. And again, like I was saying earlier, my baby sister, who I lost back in 2019, is her mom. So she's me and Jeff's child now. We need each other more than ever. So anyway, let's get to topic, guys. So how to price your services. That is one of the number one questions that we receive all the time. How do I price my services? Put a 1 in the chat if you are often confused and don't know what to charge for ink fingerprinting. You don't know what to charge, or a question mark. How about that? Let's put a question mark. If you are unsure what to charge for ink fingerprinting, if you are unsure what to charge for proctoring, general notary work, hospital work, put a question mark. If you are just unsure, I don't know where to start. Let's see the question marks. Dina said, will we consider mentoring you?
How? Talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Look at all those question marks. Yes. How about how to price field inspection? How to price your apostille jobs? Just no clue. How to price an oath-only assignment. How to collect your payments. How to pay for witnesses. What to do if the signing company is late. Right? I see all these question marks. So because we get this question all the time, guess what I did? You already know it. Bam! I wrote a book about it. And the book is Pricing Your Notary Services. Let's talk about the money. It's not that complicated. So the book is very, very, very easy to read. And there's all these different topics that we just covered. I talk about, should you put your prices on your website? And we can answer a few questions for you, of course, here today. We don't just tease and leave. But I do want you to check out the new book because, like I said, I cover all of this. Why is it so difficult to price your services? We go over how to price courier service, how to price ink fingerprinting, permit running, how to price your wedding officiant jobs. I mean, I cover every single service that we do in the book because I really want you guys to learn how to price. Now, before you get the book, it's not going to say $25, $50. It's not going to be a set number in there. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there for you. But I give you so much to think about and reason on. And you guys know how we teach over here. When you walk away, you'll have a better understanding. Oh, I should be charging for this. Oh, it's okay to charge for that. Because a lot of people are under the pretense that we should not charge for our notary services at all, or that this should not be a business. They are highly mistaken. What's your thoughts on that, Angela?
It's a business because it's actually a service that's a premium service because there are some people that don't want to come out. There are a lot of people say, I didn't even know this existed, but it's just like any other business. People charge for Uber to drop stuff off to drop them off places, or Uber Eats, or all of those things. It's a premium service, and that's why Uber and Uber Eats and all these services charge you more. So for the convenience, for people who don't want to go out, for people who just need a notary. I had a guy call me 2 days ago. He was actually a jeweler, so I was glad he found me. But he called me and he said he had went to his bank, he went to UPS, he called somebody else, and nobody could notarize his deed. And so he was like, he was glad he found me. He was willing to pay me anything at that point. But the whole point is, it's a service that's needed. And so if you're providing a service, your time, your customer service, and driving to people, then it's a business, just like any other business.
That's true. It really is, guys. So that's why the pricing your notary services. So for those of you who can see us here on YouTube, pricing your notary services, let's talk about the money, is so important because if you don't know how to price your services correctly, you don't have a business. And again, for those that tell you, I've watched other people myself, and they'll say, well, notaries should be doing this as a public service. Yes, we are public servants, but police officers get paid. They're public servants. Judges get paid. They're public servants. So we should be getting paid. What's your thoughts on that, Jeffrey, about when you hear people say that notaries should basically do this for free? I mean, that we should do it for free.
Yeah, I mean, following on the comments of both of you, if you're out there paying, using your time, your money, your gas, and especially if you're doing it mobily driving to them, then yeah, I mean, I don't know where that mindset came from or comes from, that it should be for free or should be, a couple of dollars or what have you. Maybe because they're used to from their bank, from that standpoint. However, obviously,
fellow YouTubers I hear tell people that it shouldn't be a business. I don't know who told you it could be a business.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're doing the business. But they're doing the business.
But they're doing the business. So we had that conversation all the time. Again, guys, and I'm gonna let Jeffrey finish his thought, and he could speak to this too because he does YouTube with me. Can you, as you're continuing your thought, can you speak to why people do that with clickbait and stuff? But this is people's real lives that we're talking about.
Well, like I was saying, you said, why do they do that?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they, that way to keep the money coming into themselves. I don't know. Don't get me started. But I mean, a lot of folks, when they say that, they're the main ones that they're also, you'll see them the following week or later in their own program that they're talking about, YouTubers or what have you. They'll be offering that they have some sort of service or whatever that they're providing. So, at the end of the day, this is a business that can be done. It can be lucrative, and it's something that don't sleep on it and just go off the mindset that you're just doing, you're just going to do it for a couple of dollars, because that's not the real world.
And I think after you read the book, again, Pricing Your Notary Services, let's talk about the money. After you read the book, I think it's going to give you the confidence to price your services, because you'll know why. You hear us as YouTubers, as fellow notary owners talking about, well, you can make money doing this. And you're like, well, how do you do that? I don't understand how. We get that question all the time. I don't understand how you're charging for a power of attorney. I don't understand how. Once you read the book, and you have to get the knowledge really is power. And then once you receive the knowledge, and the book does come in an e-form or either paperback, the one that I'm holding in my hand. The paperback is like $10. That's a nice $10 investment to learn how to price your services. The paperback is like $24.99 at the time of this video. Of course, you have to pay for printing, shipping, and all that. But it's included with Amazon Prime. And the link for the book is in the video description. Let me put it in the box here too. So check out the book. What questions do you all have that we can answer basic about anything, really, pricing or whatever else you want to talk about? But I really do want you to learn how to price your services, because once you learn that, that's going to be the key to having a successful business. That is going to be the key. And nobody can tell you how to price your services. You have to make that decision. And that's why I was saying earlier, a disclaimer, I don't put in the book, charge $100 for a power of attorney, but I give you the information that you need to make an informative decision based on your state laws, based on what goes into performing the duties at a hospital. Okay. So by the time you get finished, you will be thoroughly equipped. Okay, so let's go up here and hit these comments. Angela, you'll do Facebook? You want to do YouTube, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
And we can start, looks like we can start at 6:11. Angela, we'll let you, we're not ready to talk about that yet. So Dina, just reach out to notaryeducatorsllc.com and we'll see how we can get you started with your business, okay? And let's start with the comments. Alicia says Starbucks is her favorite place.
Mm-hmm. Around 6:12 would probably be a good spot right there.
Yes.
Yeah. We have Golden Life of Fortune. She says her name is Erica. She lives in Alabama. She's interested in becoming a notary, possibly a notary for business. How would I get started?
Jeff, can you hold up the How to Get Started book? So Golden Life, there are 2 new videos that we posted on the front of the web page. Notary Educators LLC. Please watch those 2 videos. They are going to help you to get started in the business. And I also wrote a book, How to Start Your Business in Your State. There's one for all 50. Jeffrey's going to show you what that looks like here on YouTube. And for everyone else, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. But your basic steps are going to be to get your commission. Make sure you have proper training. You'll need some supplies. You'll need some insurance. And you'll need to know what you're doing. That's the main thing. And that's where we come in, Notary Educators, to make sure you have a good foundation. Can you show them the book, please? You're on mute, babe.
I'm sorry, I keep doing it. I should know by now. I thought it's right. Anyway, so here it is right here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is for Arizona. But this is not, obviously not for, I think you said for Alabama, but we have it for each state. So
every state, Alabama has its own book. Every state has its own book, Miss Erica. And then check us out at notaryeducatorsllc.com. It'll be our pleasure to work with you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Don't forget the like button, people. Right. They're gonna kill me. Don't forget the like button. Okay, 613. Thank you for getting that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Ani McBride. Mm-hmm. She says, I give my clients a safe place. I learned this from you guys. So great taking that tip and applying it to keep yourself safe out there. You have Katrina Henry. She said, no, I took your pricing class. We have at 6:15, Dina Watley.
Let's stop with Katrina right quick. Hey, Katrina, and thank you for getting that course. I appreciate it. There is an actual course too, guys. How to price and market is the course. And I go over the same thing in the book that I go in the course, but the course is more like you and I in a room talking. It's a self-paced pre-recording, and we go over the pricing. And the book is similar, but you get it's a little different vibe in the course. It's a little different. So either one will definitely help you get on the right path. Okay. And the link is in the chat. I'll put it there again. Go ahead, Jeff.
All right. And then we have, I don't know, at 6:14, Angela. No, that's just saying hello. I don't know who that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we have Dina Watley at 6:15. She says it's in a la carte service. There's so many things you can charge for, which is true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So everything that you do has a price. If you go to the store and buy it, and then so you need to be able to recoup yourself as you're doing this as a business. So you're just not out of the goodness of your heart just out there stamping papers, right? And then Lauren Jones at 6:17 says it's ridiculous to expect it for free, but I know some people that do. At 6:17, Yodora Fenty, if I pronounced your name right, hopefully I did. It says, I have seen where the cities say you should not charge more than $5 for a signature.
There are a couple of states where you are set by what you can charge. And I do go over that in the book as far as that's the first rule of thumb. You have to go by what your state says. But in addition to that, you have to find out if there's any kind of what we'll call a loophole. Like in North Carolina, if your notary business is registered as an LLC, based on our understanding from notaries in that state and our own research, that you could charge differently than if you're just charging as a notary. So if I go out there as Kimmi the Notary, I can't charge what I can charge if I go out there as None Better Mobile Notary Services LLC. So you need to know what your state allows. That's why the handbook is so important. We always start with that. Can you call it a convenience fee? Can you call it something different? If your state flat out says no, then there's no room for wiggling there. We must obey the law. There's no way around that. Mm-hmm. But we're 50 states plus DC. So out of all of them, though, the majority can charge just about whatever you want to charge, but you just need to know how to do it. It's an art and a skill to pricing your services. Believe me when I tell you. Next. 6:18. Jeff, you're on mute.
So it says, I keep doing it, right?
What are you touching up? What are you doing?
I'm cutting myself up so I don't want to make noise in the background. So I need to stop that, right? So 6:18, Katrina Henry says, we are in the premium service business and we are experts at our craft and we take training and we take training, pay insurance, equipment, etc.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Katrina, I'm going to give you a huge shout out because we actually had a conversation a long time ago. And because of our conversation, it helped me in my speaking with people too. I wasn't direct. I'm always kind of like, well, you can do this or you can do that. And I've never forgotten our conversation. And I'm so proud of you. I could tell by your comments how you are progressing. And when I have conversations with you all, I also progress. So it's a big circle and I love that. So I do thank you. And I'm so proud of what you're doing out there. Very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Then we have at 619. Maybe you want to answer, speak to this one, Angela. It says, what are the qualifications for a witness and how much should you pay?
So qualifications for a witness.
Yeah.
I just found out something weird the other day, and I didn't know this. And then I looked at my notary handbook, and it did say it in Georgia. So we always say read your state handbook. It's very important. In Georgia, it says you have to be 14 to be a witness.
You could be one as young as 14. I read that before, but I just don't know
that.
I read it before, but I don't like.
I'm not going to do that. But anyway.
But you can be 14. You can be 14.
In Georgia, you can be a 14-year-old can serve as a witness.
I don't like it.
So the first part of the answer to that is look in your handbook to see what your state says about, the age that you can use a person for it to be a witness.
I say 18. Because they got
in your handbook. I don't use you if you're under 18. I don't use people under 18.
I just say because you can't make legal decisions normally until you're 18 for something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're not really making a decision. They're just saying that they saw somebody write their name, basically.
I don't like it.
So anyway, John, that's what you should do first. Look in your handbook to see what your handbook says for your state. But usually people say anyone over 18 can serve as a witness. Georgia does say that anyone 14 and over can serve as a witness because I went to witness some documents in an attorney's office recently. Someone that used me, she asked me to be a witness. And when she read it, she was like, do you swear that you're over the age of 14 and da-da-da-da? And I'm like, 14? And I went back and read my handbook for Georgia and it says 14. So handbook first, we usually use people that are over the age of 18. And as far as how much should you pay, that's the standard. Everybody usually say, when I tell even my direct clients that they want me to bring a witness, I usually tell them $30 for loan signing. If it's just something local, I usually do $25. But that's, usually the standard with everybody. And witnesses appreciate, a fee. It's not a great amount, but I tell my clients that if they want an additional witness or need one, I'll be happy to supply one for an additional charge that they pay to the witness directly.
And John, I do cover that in the book, Pricing Your Notary Services. Let's talk about the money. I cover every single service that we offer as notaries to help you with pricing your services, guys. So check it out seriously. Lauren, 620, Jeffrey.
She says sometimes people feel if they meet you or come to your home, it should be free or a couple of dollars since there is no or limited travel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that depends. You still got it. You have to. You're making which here Lauren's point at what some people may think. Having said that, you're still paying for your skill or your skill set, which you've trained and learned for. There's some places, they say, for example, UPS or what have you, that they will not or cannot handle loan documents, for example, a loan modification or a will or a power of attorney. So, and that may take time. That takes longer than just stamping one piece of paper. If you got a couple of witnesses that you've got to handle, and actually going through the documents, that could be 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on what it is. So your time, although yes, it may be less because you don't have to travel to them, but depending on what the job that you're doing, then you need to have a there. Well, I shouldn't say you need to have to. You could do it for free if you want. But for us, look, you're not coming out of your house and doing anything for free. It may be reduced, right, but you need to take into account your skill set, because not everybody can do what you do as a notary, because you're commissioned. You're commissioned by your state. So it's not that you're just a person selling ice cream or cotton candy.
Plus, if they come to you, you still have expenses, lights, gas. Yeah. I mean, not gas. You have, depending on if it's in the winter time, but you have your lights, your internet. They want to use your ink and toner to print stuff. So there's always expenses. I don't care what you do. But air is not even free in the hospital, okay?
But I appreciate the fact that as a notary, if you have been trained, you're going to do the job correctly. I have had so many people lately. This is a true fact statement, that have had people notarize documents for them, and I'm there to notarize it because it was wrong. There was one man, the girl left her card. He sat there and ripped up the card and threw it in the trash because she messed up his documents, and I had to come back again to do the document. So it's more than just that you stamp on the paper. I think one of you mentioned it earlier. You know what you're doing. You know how to take care of people's documents, and they're very important documents. So it's not that you're just a notary. We're not just notaries. Like Jeff mentioned, we have skills that people need in order to transact business or do whatever they need to do in order to get the process completed so they can take care of what they need to take care of.
And that's why you have to learn how to price your services in order to be profitable, in order to have a full-blown business. Even this year, we no longer leave the house for our regular minimum. We don't pull our vehicle out now under a certain amount. You know, before it'd be like, okay, I had a set dollar amount, and then we kind of wiggled out of that just to get the job and get the business. No more. I offer 2 levels of service. You can come to me or I can come to you. And if I pull my vehicle out to drive, it's going to cost more money.
I've been told that, y'all.
I was getting ready to say it, because that's part because of Angela, because Kim said, they talk all the time. They say, well, how much you charge Angela for this and that? And Kim say, what? Oh my God, we out here almost giving it out for free. Now, I mean,
am I a beast master now though? Am I learning the game?
Yeah, you learning the game, Kim.
Yeah, she learning, because people pay if you once you know your value, then you're going to be compensated for that. You know, the document that you have, whether it's a loan document, you're closing on a property, it's doing a power of attorney. That piece of document is helping that person that's coming to you take the next step in whatever they're doing. They're moving from point A to point B and moving on with their life, whether it's whether you have a loved one, someone's bringing their loved one to you to sign documents. We just did a job. What's today? Monday. Yeah. So Saturday, we went to a job, and someone's dealing with. You're going to homes where people are signing documents where their loved ones are maybe ill, and they may be in hospice, and so if you're trained and you know how to come in there and to be respectful of the space, you see that they got a hospital bed, the loved ones on oxygen, and you know what the outcome is. You know where the next step is at ultimately. So you're not just like Angela, you're not just a notary. You are moving them from point A to point B. I think, where was it? I don't know, where was that, Kim? Somewhere we heard, or one of your other notary things, that we're there as notaries to deal with the best of we're there on the best of circumstances, or the best day of their life and the worst. Mm-hmm. And so, we play a pivotal role in what happens in the day-to-day lives of folks. And that's how you generate business. Once they feel comfortable with you and they know that you know what you're doing, then 2 weeks from now they go to the bank and they got to do something. They're not going to call some random person. They're going to call you, and they're going to tell somebody else. We did somebody yesterday. I did somebody yesterday morning, And they said, look, I'm gonna tell my friends and whatever. This is who you need to come to. So hey.
All right, we are on 6:20.
Oh, 6:20. We got Annie McBride. She says, Miss Angela, I'm ready for an apostille due to your training. Thank you. I'm confident about the procedure. So she's ready to do it.
Thank you, Annie. Yep. We have the live training via Zoom and we have the online training. And like Annie said, she's ready. When you take the apostille training with us, when you finish, you should be able to take on any job for apostilles. And we're here to take you through the process and, assist you, in your first one. So thank you, Annie.
Yeah, and Angela, she be getting hers, boy. Every time we talk, she be up and run up and down that street up in there to go over there to that. What's that name of that office over there?
The Notary Commission office.
The commission. She be over there going over there, boy.
Well, I have to since Jeff said that, you guys, it made me feel good today, Kim, because I went over there today, this afternoon, and I walked in, and the girl's like, "Hey, Angela, how you doing?" I'm like, "You know who I am." I feel like I'm family at the apostille office now.
Superstar. That's what you want. That way they don't reject nothing.
Yeah, because Angela she be getting that. Yeah, Angela be getting them. It's like, how she be getting that? Angela be getting them, boy. But you never know. That's a whole nother part of life that you didn't even know that existed out there, folks. Doing notary work and apostille work. Right. So yeah. All right, so we got 6:20. Sign here, not there. LLC, mobile notary service. That's cool. So she says yes, nights and weekends, trying to at least. Yeah. So now that the time has changed, when it's light out, people are handling business. It may say 7:00, but it's still light out. So hey.
Some paper need to be notarized someplace in your state.
And some people get off work. They get off work and they need a notary. And so I've had so many people, like I'm leaving work, I'm in Atlanta, I'm here, I'm in Tucker, can I come to you? I'm like, come on.
That's what happened with Alexis, actually. She ended up having a lot of nurses in her area. When they get off at 7, that's when her phone starts ringing at 7:00. The nurses are getting off work because they work like 7 to 7, 12-hour shifts. So, yeah, people are out in the evening. Again, if you don't feel safe, we're not doing anything for the dollar. We're going to have them meet us in a public place.
Yeah.
Hey, Tanya. Dina, let me get 621. Dina says, reach out to what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. I was speaking kind of fast, Dina. So just visit us at our website, notaryeducatorsllc.com, and you can fill out a contact us form, and we'll contact you, or contact me form, and we'll contact you if your questions are not answered. But there are 2 videos to watch there, and I believe it should be pretty self-sufficient, and you can just let us know where we need to fit in to help you, okay? So that's the website, notaryeducatorsllc.com. All right, Jeffrey?
Then we have,
Donna Gant says, how much is the book?
Yeah, the ebook is only $9.99, and the paperback that I'm holding here is only $24.99. So it's a nice investment. And like I said, to learn about pricing all of your services, not just any one. It covers any fingerprinting, proctoring, how to witnesses, how you pay your witnesses, how to handle signing companies when they're late or they don't pay you. I even talk about that, how to counter offer with them, how to set your minimum price. I give you a lot of things to think about. Oath only, printing and scanning, how to even charge for that. Okay, so I cover quite a bit in the book that will help you with every aspect of your notary business, how to price your services, because you have to know that, again, in order to be profitable. Okay, next.
June Harris at 625. She says she came up with a list price here in New Jersey, she revised her list.
Yep. Okay. So as the more and more you learn, you will continue to change too. There's nothing wrong with that, because I had to do that too, actually. Like I said, I've made a lot of changes this year, and we've already seen it. You start charging for this, charging for that, and not nickel and diamond, because I talk about that in the book also. We're not nickel and diamond every single thing we do. However, it is a business. Next.
So then Yodora Fenty, 625, says she's getting the book. And then at 627, sign here, not there, LLC. Mobile Notary Services says she says because because I work a regular full-time job, I have had to turn down 4 signings and 2 general notary work acknowledgments in the past couple of weeks. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you are telling the person that you're, let's say, if you're at work, do you tell them, I don't have any appointment open until later, at a, whatever time you work. I'm not sure what your schedule is, but is it possible to tell them? You may have done this already and you just weren't able to get it, but in any way possible, try to get that if you can, or if you've not asked, when the person says, hey, I need a notary, and you just say, well, I don't have any appointments until whatever time that's more convenient for you. And they might wait for you in opposed to, because they may have been trying to get someone in opposed if you say, and I don't know if you've done this, but if you just say, yeah, I'm at work, or I'm not able to get to you, and that's it. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I don't know how you all want to comment on that. Anybody?
Just try to you said it. Just try to let them know that you have what time you have appointments available. You'll be happy to get with them, but like throwing money out the window. But if they want it now, then that's different too, because sometimes people do want it right now. But I think I'm pretty good at it. I really try to talk people into getting the appointment when I'm available.
Angela, do it. I know. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe Angela. I believe Angela. Do it. Angela say, "Look, I need somebody right now," and you said, "No, you don't." Angela tell them, "No, you don't. I can get to you 3 hours from now." They said, "Okay." And they'll probably Angela get her stuff. Angela get her stuff. Boy, I tell you.
And now we'll leave one other tip for you too. Sign here, not there. Is try to find you a notary buddy in the area and let them know, hey, I work full time. I may be sending you some jobs. Okay, is that all right? And then that way, when they have something, they might send it to you also. Is another thing to think about, just finding somebody. And your client will never forget you were the first person that they spoke to. Even though I refer stuff to Angela all day long and she refers stuff to me that she can't do, they never forget Angela was their main contact or I was their main contact. Right. So you don't have to worry about that.
And the other thing about that, Kim and I both have had clients call back that if Kim sent me someone or I sent her someone, I've had clients call me back, and said, thank you so much for doing that. I'm going to make sure I keep your number, even though I sent it to Kim. And I know she's had the same thing because she told me her client called, and said she really appreciate, what she did and things like that.
Because we got them covered from A to Z. And that's when you bossing up in your notary business. It's not just about, it ain't just about the money either. It's about your client. When you put your client first, everything else really will come together. I'll take the next one. Nona wants to know how to add fingerprinting services to her business. So I do have the Start Your Ink Fingerprinting Business course. You can check that out. It takes you step by step to learn how to actually roll, how to fill out the card properly, how to price that service, how to add it to your Google page. So in all the courses for everyone listening, self-paced are on sale 60% off using coupon code 2024. No, WIN 2024. I'm sorry. WIN, WIN 2024. All the self-paced courses are on sale 60% off. So for about $55, you could add ink fingerprintings to your business rapidly. Okay. And next, Jeff, 628.
Yeah. Again, Sign Here, Not Here, LLC. She says, I've taken 4 or 5 of your courses already and feel pretty confident on pricing. So that's
great. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Thank you for your purchase too. And we're so proud of you.
Yeah. And that will show in how you handle your client when you're confident, from how to notarize your documents, how to price it, then it will reflect in how you speak and how you interact with them.
That is so true. Even knowing, like Jeffrey said, how to properly notarize adds to your confidence. I had a couple ladies over the weekend in class, and they were ready to go stamp something. Yeah, it's so funny. Every class we had, they like, "Where's the paper?" And I'm ready to stamp.
Right, I'm ready.
They got that stamp ready, just walking around with a stamp, like it's a clutch with the stamp, right?
Just waiting on it. Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
Claw. Yeah. So we have June here. She says, I don't use anyone under 18 years old. Yeah, I mean, you want to think about that. You need to, obviously, like Angela said, which I didn't know. I didn't know that it was an age for 14 years, at least 14 years old. I'm like, what in the world? So you need to be careful with that. Regardless, you need to know who you're getting as a witness, and it'll make it. They could be. You don't have to be 14 or 18. They could be 25. They could be 45. You need to know who you're getting, because you don't know how something may come back later on down the road. Something may come back a year from now or 6 months from now, where whatever that document that you signed now might be part of some legal proceedings, and they will check and say you had such and such, such and such, and then you get that person, they don't even know what their name is barely. You get somebody that's 13 or 14 or whatever, or whoever it is. So you want to get quality people, decent people that if you're going to invite them, because they are in a small way or in a big way, depending on what's going on, they are representing you. If you get them to meet you at a client's home or their place of business or what have you, and they're coming in there looking, raggedy, not business. I'm trying to be nice here. Not looking business like, then that reflects on you. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. I understand that point, that rationale, June. We have a 629, Tara Renee. So I'm surprised how many people on your Facebook group don't know how to price their services or don't know what to do after they receive their commission.
Tara, I have to address this really quick. So don't be surprised, because when you receive your commission from most states, they don't teach you how to even run your notary business, run your notary commission as a business. They're expecting you just to go do a couple little things for your job or something. So people aren't taught business. So they're definitely not taught how to price their services. They're not taught how to start a business. They're not even taught how to properly notarize documents. Most states, you fill out the application, you raise your right hand, and they send you a piece of paper or give it to you on the spot. So we're teaching you. That's why we're notary educators. We actually teach you how to notarize properly, how to start your business, and how to price your services. And then by the time you're finished, you're a complete grown-up business that the state they never see you coming.
Right.
So don't be surprised. We're welcoming to all those who are just starting out. And it's good to sound like you know what you're doing, Tara Renee. Go, June. June is one of our students, too. Get it, June. I'm very proud of you.
June. June says she's charged $75 and she go to a home, and $150 she go to a hospital nursing. So, and depending on where you live at, in addition to June or the rest of you out there, you might be able to adjust that based upon where you live. And just keep that in mind.
Your demographics make a big difference.
Yes. You don't want to gouge them, but you don't want to be selling yourself short either. So John Smith, 633, says, I like the way you teach, and I can't wait to take a notary like a pro.
Thank you, John. We appreciate it.
And June, again, she says, in New Jersey, my traveling fee starting at $50. It depends on the area, up to 100 plus. So June. Who did you? June, did she?
No, it's in New Jersey. She's in New Jersey.
I think
did she take a training with one of you all?
I think she took it with me. I think she.
I'm about to say, because I was about to sound like sounded like she must have been one of Angela's students or something. Because June ain't playing. She
in New Jersey.
My students charge better than I do.
I'm trying to tell Kim, she be up there. I said, what is she? I said, this.
Boy, I can shake my head.
And she be on the, we be in the car and she talking to the person and she telling them to charge this, and I'm trying to whisper. And then I said, what? I mean, this not charity. Sure, this is serious business. Go
ahead, Jim. Don't say no more.
No, but that's it. But Kim, she, she's learning, and like Kim said, she made a proclamation at the beginning of the beginning of the year, Kim?
Yeah.
You know it like a poet. Yeah.
She said she's changing, she's making a change, just like Michael Jackson said, make that
change. Hey, literally, wait a minute. I'm making that change and literally making change.
Yeah.
You're so crazy.
She's making that change because she be getting it now. She be trying to get the.
I'll play my job.
I said, go ahead and get it then.
Yeah, she called me at the beginning of the year. She said, I'm making a change.
Yeah. So
all right, y'all. Okay. Angela, next one's for you. Hey, Marisol.
Nate
how much
says,
do you
how
charge
much
for
do you charge for
apostille?
apostille? So Nate and everyone, again, Kim has it in her book, but so there are so many different variables and factors about charging for apostilles. You know, number one is, you know, what state you live in, because what somebody would be charging in New Jersey or New York, I wouldn't charge in Georgia. What I would charge to send something to DC, I wouldn't charge in Georgia or Florida. So you have to think about how many documents they have, what state you're in, where it's going. You have to think about, do I have to FedEx this or not? How far do I have to drive to the Secretary of State? So there are so many variables. Even charging for apostilles is way different than charging for notary, even because of the number of documents you have. Like I said, the biggest thing is what state you live in. Depending on what state you live in, because some states it's $3 or $5 or $10 or $20, you know, to pay for it. Plus, you know, whether you have to drive to pick up. Like today, I had to drive to Lawrenceville, the other side over 316. Kim, Jeff will know what I'm talking about. I had to drive to the other side of Lawrenceville, drive back, go to the apostille office, and then take it back. So sometimes people will say, well, I'll drop it off to you, and then I'll just charge them a basic fee. But if I have to go pick it up and it's a far away and come back, so there are a lot of different variables. Kim talks about it in her book. I really can't give a price, but think about, do you have to pick the document up and bring it back, or are they coming to you? How many documents do they have? Do they have one? Do they have two? Do they have three? And also, do I have to send this to FedEx, to DC or another state, even like if it's going to North Carolina, Florida, or do I have to send this to a Florida translator, have them translate it and have them send it back to me, and then send it back to the Florida apostille office? And so there's like so many more variables to apostille than it is to notary service, even because it depends on a lot of different factors.
So and check out Angela's course or the live training for apostilles. Go ahead, Jeffrey, and then I'm gonna read these last few comments because I really want to get through them.
Yeah, I was going to say, and on top of that, then it depends on the time of the day. If you're doing all that, like Angela's going to pick up the document, then get it apostilled and take it back. That plays a role in it as well. And it seemed like on the next comment here at Ani McBride, she handled her business. He said, I went to the VA hospital for a client that paid a power of attorney, warranty deed, will, and testament, and advance directive, and charged them $250. She's getting her money.
Ani's one of my students. She took classes with all of us, actually.
Yep.
We're gonna get through these last few, okay? Nate says he started doing apostilles. And do clients like paper receipts or email? Typically, we just give a paper and keep it moving. There are times when Jeffrey uses Square. He'll send them electronic. But I like to just write it out. Somebody did tell me one time it's good to have paper just in case you ever audit it to keep them for a few years. So that's what we do. Is it legal to semi-set up shop inside of a Starbucks? You just go in there like anything else, like you have your laptop, Angelina, and set up. They don't ask no questions. You don't have to buy nothing. They're used to people coming in there just working on their laptop. Ani talking about her ink fingerprinting. She charged $80 for that. If you have not,
Ani is killing the game.
Ani, I'm so proud of you. But hold on, guys. We got to keep moving so we don't run out of time for the comments. But if you have not checked out the ink fingerprinting course, check that out because that will help you to make the money that Ani's making. I do have that at notaryeducatorsllc.com. Also, as we mentioned earlier, 60% off. Coupon code is WIN24. You're gonna win like Ani.
Well, I tell you, he's hilarious,
hold on, y'all. Notary World says she charged $105 for 2 ink fingerprinting cards. You can charge based on your market.
Yeah.
Y'all getting down out there. Donna says, I had someone tell me more than 10 years ago, if you don't value your skills, nobody else will.
Right.
Pearl says, hi, everyone. I need help. I have had hip surgery done. And would it be okay to request my client to use another that is close by? Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. Get you a Notary Buddy that you can refer things to. Thank you guys for the video saying they're informative. Lauren says, Kimmi, I like how you said you offer 2 levels of service. I have offered it, but not worded it that way, letting them know there's 2 levels beginning, lets them know that they have a choice. That is so true, Lauren. And they do appreciate that. So sometimes they'll be like, oh, just forget it. I'll pay you. Come on to me.
Right.
June says she's taking everybody's course, mine, Alexis, and Angela's. So normally I focus on the notary basic stuff. Alexis focuses on the loan signing, and Angela focuses on apostille. But we all do everything and teach everything in our businesses too.
Right.
And I think we got all the comments, y'all. So let's see. SOS is 25 minutes. Secretary of State and for Nate. That's very good. If you're only 25 minutes, you should be killing the game out there, Nate. Court documents, one set fee if they come to me. If I go to them extra, June don't be playing either. I'm not sure. Should I pay to take the $800 loan signing system training, or just watch your videos and every other video? Right now, NNA wants to charge me $700 for E and O and top. No, I recommend you reach out for a little session with us, and we'll be able to help you get on the right track. Okay. I won't tell you not to buy the other courses, but I don't believe that you need all of that. We don't do a lot of modules over here. We do zero modules.
This is what I'll say. Kim the nice one. I'm the regular one. This is what I'll say.
She's so funny.
I'll say take our course first, and then you'll see that you won't need to take nothing else from nobody else.
So to Angela's point, the Notarize Like a Pro will really get you started. And again, we don't do any modules, no testing out. We don't give you a lot of fluff. You get exactly what you need to start your business. Everybody on this Zoom, live can attest to that, okay? It would be our pleasure. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. We did all the comments, y'all.
But on another thing I would have to say to them, though, the $700 for E&O insurance, you sure that's what the NNA for the top package? I've never seen that.
Yeah, normally, if you buy the largest package, I guess it depends on your state too. But
something
depending on the state.
Oh, okay.
But I've never seen one cost $700 though. So you might need just a little quick call. Notary Educators LLC. Fill out the contact us form. So guys, as always, I'm just going to round up really quick. Don't forget, check out your pricing. Your notary services book. Let's talk about the money, because it's going to really help you learn how to price those services, have a full-blown business over there. That person said it's for them and their wife.
It's for them and their wife.
Yeah, so that might be about right, depending on what state. $300 each. That might be.
And don't forget Angela's apostille courses as well, folks.
Yep. And Alexis got the notary signing agent, and all self-pays are 60% off. Coupon code is WIN24.
Yeah.
So we do have to head out, guys. And as always, it is our pleasure. On behalf of Notary Life with Kimmi, Notary Educators, I'll say good night. Angela and Jeffrey can say their own good night. And
good night, everybody, because Kim and Jeff got to go make some money. So good night. Thank you all for joining us.
Actually, join me on my other channel. That's where we getting ready to go right now.
I think Kim and Jeff got to go make some more money. Go join them.
Healthy Life with Kimmi, where we document our weight loss journey. If you ain't following over there, and Business Life with Kimmi, if we talk all things business. So I got 3 channels, y'all. Business Life with Kimmi, all things business. Healthy Life with Kimmi, all things healthy. And we just trying to do the thing over here. Well, good night, y'all.
We're doing the thing over there. Bye, you guys.
We love you guys too. God bless. Bye.
Bye now.
Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at NotaryEducatorsLLC.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.